Hey everyone, it's Sanni. I am going to do a look that I was wearing in two of my kind of eye brushes and then my face brushes videos. I got so many requests. It's probably like the most requested makeup look that I have done. So I thought I'd actually make a tutorial out of it. Now, firstly, the look is a little bit different now because I had really thick strip lashes in the look, and I've got extensions, like lash extensions on that are kind of starting to fall off a little bit. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm just kind of adding a couple of individual lashes. But if you really want to get drama to the look, you would add a strip lash. But because I still have a lot of the extensions on, I'm not going to put a strip lash over them. So yes, and I'm quite excited. I actually went for the chop a couple of days ago, so I kind of cut my hair off. I had an appointment to go, well, not that my hair was that long anyways. It's really kind of fine Scandinavian crappy hair. Anybody that has Scandinavian heritage will know what I'm talking about. It's just so fine, and the ends always get really scraggly, like yucky. So I just went for a bob again, and I really like it. I had an appointment for to do my color, so I got like more highlights put in the roots, and then a lot of low lights put in through the lengths, because I'm kind of trying to get more back into my natural color. Well, my natural color, but better, so like lighten up a little bit. So so we chopped the hair off at the same time. Initially I was just gonna have like my ends tidied, but I just went, nah, I like my hair a little bit shorter because it feels thicker, and I just kind of prefer it for myself. It feels a little bit, I don't know, edgier, I guess. So yes, I had my hair chopped off. Let me know what you think. Please don't tell me that I did make a mistake. It's too late now. Or you can if you want to. But anyways, so let's get on with the tutorial. So my foundation today is the Studio Fix Fluid by MAC, and I'm an NC25. And I've also used my Armani under eye concealer it's in one, and it's called High Precision Retouch. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it, but it's really expensive. And then on my eyelids, I have the Makeup Forever Eye Prime. You could use any type of primer for the eyelids. I wouldn't use like MAC Painterly for this because it kind of gives color as well. So this is a completely kind of colorless primer. I haven't powdered because I'm going to do the eyes first, and then I'll powder after, and also probably clean up some of the fallout. I thought I'd also show you, because some people have been asking about my lash extensions. So right now, this is 3 weeks and a few days into having them. So as you can see, loads of them have fallen out. I'm kind of due for retouch next week, especially on this side, and it's probably because I kind of tend to sleep on this side, so I've been thinking that's probably why. But there is still this much left. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put on strip lashes like I normally would. I'm going to put on some individual lashes just to patch the bits up where I don't have any of the extensions left. So I'm going to start off with my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Toughest Taupe. I am in love with this color. I mentioned it in my May faves as well, and I absolutely love it right now. And I'm using my Urban Decay brush that came with the Naked 2 palette. So this has like a flat side and a fluffy side, but it's synthetic, so it's brilliant for cream products. So I'm going to apply this all over the moving part of the lid. Now when I get to the crease, I just kind of like switch the brush around and blend it in a little bit. You don't have to be too like precise with the blending at this stage yet. Now where the kind of lifting effect comes in is when you're looking straight in the mirror, so you've kind of done the moving part of the lid, from, I would say, the highest point of your eye you kind of draw. This is like drawing the outer V, but you're drawing in a slightly different place. So you can see where that is. It's like way above my crease. And I've just kind of created a little, I would say triangle, I guess. Just there. And after the triangle, I'm just kind of filling it downwards. And then blending again. Because color is going to go on top of this cream, you don't have to be like super, super precise yet at this stage. So again, on this side, so I've kind of put grey on the moving part of my lid. And now when I want to kind of like lift and kind of elongate my eye up a little bit, all I do is look at the center of my eye. This is going to be the highest point of like the little lopsided triangle. So I draw a V, but it's not exactly the same kind of V I would draw normally. And then I just fill it in like that. Looks a bit weird right now, but it'll look better. And then I just kind of blend it in. Then I'm taking matte Malt, and it's a matte Malt, and it's a matte color. And I'm just using my MAC 217, and I'm going to put this into the inner corner of my eye. Not actually here where a highlight would normally go, just kind of on, just where my eye is. I'm using this color. You could also use something like Omega, but this is a little bit warmer than Omega, and I really like warming up a grey look. It just gives it's more wearable in my opinion. And then I'm just going to take MAC Brule, and I'm just kind of doing a very, very slight highlight. The skin should show through kind of here. You don't want it too much. And with the Brule, I do go kind of here into the inner corner completely. I'm just going to keep using the same brush. I'm just going to kind of clean it off quickly on my hand. And next I'm going to take Maxine, which is a mid, this is a satin, and it's a kind of a mid grey. And I am going to go over that kind of grey area and all of the outer part of my lid. And I'm kind of slowly moving inwards, but blending really well the whole time. And I'm going to warm up the look a little bit more. I'm taking a Milani color in 607 Rich Java, and it's a really super rich brown. And I'm still using the same brush. I'm kind of going from lighter to darker. All I do is this kind of on my hand and keep doing it. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna go above my crease. I'm going in where that kind of like that triangle area is that we drew. And this is deepening the color, but it's also warming up the grey a little bit. And look straight in the mirror, and you're kind of also blending a little bit out. Not too much, but just a little bit. It's not really like, you know, that winged. It's more like an uplifted eye than a winged eye. And just as one further kind of deepening effect, I'm using MAC Typographic and my Sigma pencil brush in E30. And this is just, I'm doing a tiny amount with this. I just want to deepen the actual crease a little bit. And this is usually where I get fallout as well. So I just do the crease and then I connect it to the lash line. And I'm using the same brush as I did before, just to blend it out. Anyways, we're ready for the liner. So I'm just using MAC Blacktrack, and I'm going to use my Shuamura 6M brush. This is a fairly normal liner, apart from I'm going to go into the inner corner and start tracing in a little bit. It just creates, because we're kind of lifting here, I also like to pull it in a little bit. It just creates a slightly different effect. Now, with these lashes, it's always a little bit weird to do your liner. And wing it out at the outer corner. You're kind of bringing it to connect to the darkest part of the colour. And then it just gets thinner as you go in. For the inner corner, what I do is I've taken the liner like all the way to my inner corner on the top lash line, and on the lower one I just go a little bit lower because your eye kind of curves up. I actually go a little bit lower and then I fill it in. So essentially the liner is thicker on the inside and then it gets thinner on the outside. So I hope you can see this. So it's kind of like thicker at the inner corner, which is counterintuitive because usually you kind of make it a liner thickest at the outer corner and then make it thinner. But then on the lower lash line, it's thicker on the inside and then it gets thinner, and I actually just stop it there, just completely stop it. So lashes next. I'm going to apply one coat of mascara and then I'm going to apply some of these individual lashes. Now, in order to get a more dramatic look, and like the lashes I was wearing in the brushes video, I was wearing a set of like strip fake lashes. But because I still have some of the extensions on, I'm just going to fill it in with these, and then I'll probably put another coat of mascara just to make them, you know, really pop, and I'll be right back. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Eye Designer pencil in Taupe 403. I'll use this for lips and eyes. And I am just going to trace under my lower lash line. This doesn't give much color, it just kind of gives a really flattering shadow. For my eyebrows, I'm using a Dior pencil. This is Sable and it is 453. I'm just going to brush them up and then brush them down. I'm just brushing them up first to get rid of any kind of foundation and stuff on there. And then I trace the upper part of the brow. I don't do the whole brow, I kind of just trace the upper arch and arch it down. And then I take the brush and I brush it back up. And I'm just going to clean up using a little bit of the foundation. So I've got a little bit of fallout just here. And on this side, so I'm just going to clean it all up. I'm going to powder using my MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm using a small Bobbi Brown eye blender brush. And then for my bronzer, I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer, my current absolute favorite, and I'm using my Sigma angled brush. And I've just ordered one of these in full size as well because this is just a tester. But the colour for me is just great. I do the tip of my nose, I'm going to do a little bit on the forehead. And then just kind of top that off with my, I mentioned this combination in my May favorites video. I use the Milani blush in Luminous. It has a number 201 Luminous. I'm just using the same brush, but I'm only kind of using the top part of the brush. And I'm going quite high on the cheekbone with the blush. Then for the lips, I'm using Dior Linen in a 513, and I'm just going to line my lips with this. And I changed kind of my ways of lining my lips. Right now I'm pretty much kind of connecting my cupid's bow, like the peaks. And then for lipstick I'm using the Shisheido BE333, and this is such a creamy lipstick. I absolutely love it. And it's a nude, but it's quite a warm, kind of terracotta-esque nude. So this is the look finished. I hope you liked the tutorial. Let me know how you get on. I would love to hear. And please rate, subscribe, comment, you know, do all of those things if you like my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.